So overall, I would say Haaland's overrated for that aspect. However, especially compared to the Mbappe's, right? Because Mbappe is a phenomenon. But Haaland, yeah, I would say Haaland definitely overrated for sure compared to some of the other top players.
Welcome, everyone, to a special episode of Tea Time with Tommy, as I have my Raptors mug on the soccer episode. I'm an idiot. But anyways, it's the only thing I have, guys. We have a special guest co-host doing the second soccer episode of Tea Time with Tommy. Akeim Villous has joined us. Also a fellow Equinox Bay Street familiar member. Shout out to Equinox Bay Street, the best place in the world. Right, Akeim?
Yep, shout out to Equinox. That's right. Best place to be.
and TMU. We're both TMU. I'm a graduate and Akeim's a TMU student. Shout out to TMU
As well. That's
Metropolitan University.
So much overlap between us.
Yes, that's the big overlap. But anyways, man, shout out to both Equinox Bay Street and TMU. And Akeim, thank you for doing this and joining us.
My
We're going to have a lot of fun here, Tea Time viewers. Let's go with the first question of the topic. The topic is Erling Haaland overrated or underrated? So we'll go with the first question. I want to defend Erling Haaland because I believe he's underrated, but Akeim believes he's overrated. So we're going to go with the first question to give to Akeim. Akeim, why do you think Erling Haaland is overrated?
Haaland overrated. That's a tough one. Haaland's of course an exceptional footballer, great goal scorer, contributes to the team in many ways. However, when you start talking about the best player in the world, not just the best group of players, I think you have to start factoring a little bit more in terms of style of play, how you work with the team, not just the goals. So overall, I would say Haaland's overrated for that aspect. However, especially compared to the Mbappe's, right? Because Mbappe is a phenomenon. But Haaland, yeah, I would say Haaland definitely overrated for sure compared to some of the other top players.
The overrated thing, I'm guessing. I understand because I was watching ESPN FC, as you guys know, the famous show with Craig Burley, Shot to Hislop, and they had Jurgen Klinsmann as a guest on that show. And they're agreeing kind of with what Akeim's saying, guys. Erling Haaland is overrated because he's having a bad second year. What does he have right now, Akeim? If you can pull up his stats, only has 29 goals compared to what he had 52 last year.
Yeah, right now it's 29-35.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's that's half of what he had last year minus that. If that makes any sense. So I kind of understand it. I kind of understand why everyone's going off and saying that Erling Haaland is overrated right now. But here we go. Anyway, but it's only second year. But let me, as that's question number 2, think why he's underrated. So as all of you have seen from Akeim's beautiful soliloquy, he's overrated. Yeah, he hasn't played well. Hasn't scored a lot of goals. Supposedly he's supposed to be with the best team in the world, Manchester City, but he's not. And with the best coach, Pep Guardiola, but he's still not producing. The reason why I believe he's underrated is because I think he's not only out there, I still believe as number 2. He's only 23 years old, guys. 23 years old, Akeim. The guy has another decade in front of him, right? Younger than Mbappe. Plus the fact that, you know what, it's only his second year. So the first year teams in the Premier League, probably one of the toughest divisions in the world. If Akeim, you gotta agree, right? Premier League is one of the toughest.
Probably. It is definitely the toughest division. Yeah. Premier League in the world.
Exactly.
However, the thing with Haaland, I think something that should be mentioned is last season, his first season, of course, with Man City, he still is phenomenal. But last season especially, he really broke out, as in he was scoring goals for fun. It's almost as if teams didn't have an answer for him. In the second season, he still is scoring a lot of goals. Don't get me wrong. 29 goals in 35 appearances, I believe, this season is still impressive for any striker, right? So let's not discredit him. However, when you talk about the best players in the world, you have to factor in more than just goals. You have to also factor in performance, actual performances, how you contribute. So for that reason, as well as the fact that I feel like teams are now able to figure him out in terms of his playing style and really able to frustrate him compared to last season where nobody could stop him. He was almost as if an animal, just men against boys, right? But this season, a lot of teams have been able to stifle his play and definitely keep him off the score sheet, which is his greatest asset, right? He's a goal scorer, just like any striker is a goal scorer. But yeah, so this season he's finding a lot of trouble compared to last season.
You're taking over the whole show. I was supposed to answer number two. Answer number two for me. It's supposed to be
No, no,
one and then
I'm
one,
still making.
not one, and you stick at one. But anyways, no, it's
No,
good.
I'm still making the case. I think when it's all said and done, I think right now he is very. I think he is overrated. Yes, I'll say he is currently overrated.
I mean, overrated is too strong over. Like you said, he's only 23 years old, Akeim, and
Hmm.
honestly, you know what? The first year they didn't know what to do. Like you said, they did not know what to do with him, how to defend him. Now this year, the team's kind of like over the off season, kind of made more strategies on containing Holland more
Yeah.
because he is the only prize player on Manchester City. So you stifle him, which has allowed other players, his teammates, to blossom now immediately, right? Because they're stopping Holland. That's the whole game plan for the opposing team, how to stop Holland. They might stop Manchester City, but then you got the rest of the players contributing now. So it's actually been helping the team overall. Yes, Holland hasn't scored 52
Yeah.
goals second here, but
But
because
still has time. There's still a couple. There's still the season's not finished yet, so he could
so
still.
and then they're still and they're in the final eight in the Champions League,
Yeah.
as well. So I mean, like he's Holland, yeah, he's not scored a lot of goals. Why? Because he's the best player on Manchester City, the best player in the Premier League. So they're going to try to find anything they can to stop him and try to let his teammates beat him, which has happened because currently Manchester City is still in the Champions League bracket. So it's like
Yeah, interesting about that. Best player in Manchester City. I think Phil Foden has something to say about that, as well as Kevin De Bruyne. I think
okay, yeah, no. Oh, you and Kevin De Bruyne, man. Anyways,
live update right
yeah.
now. Not to go off topic, but Foden actually just got a hat trick.
Wait. De Bruyne, help me out. Is it the Belgium guy, the guy from Belgium, right?
Unfortunately, not. No, Foden will be Phil Foden, the English talent.
No, the Bruyne. He's from
Oh no,
Belgium.
yeah, for sure, yeah, De
Yeah.
Bruyne.
Where's Belgium in the World Cup lately? Exactly. Thank you very much.
Where
Anyway,
you?
so what I'm trying to what has he done for Belgium in the World Cup? Team Bruyne. Anyway,
He's
he's
done
a
his
great
thing.
player though. Don't get me wrong. Kevin De Bruyne is a great
Yeah,
player. And you know more than me about soccer. You're the soccer aficionado here on Tea Time. But I mean, Kevin De Bruyne hasn't done nothing in the World Cup lately for Belgium. But hey,
I agree with that. De Bruyne is a insanely good footballer.
amazing. But I mean, once again, let me just be quick on this. Why he's underrated? He's only 23 years old. As the ESPN UK, Craig Burley and Shaka Hislop said, and Jurgen Klinsmann, he's only 23 years old. Got another decade to become the best player and to turn it around. Every team in the Premier League has been game planning. The coaches, managers have been game planning to stop Holland and try to let the rest of his teammates on Man City beat them, which has happened because Man City's in still the final eight in the Champions League. That's number
And
two
challenging for Premier League, yeah.
and challenging. And you can say number three. He's just a lot of people say it's Harry Kane, Mbappe, Jude Bellingham. Understandably, even Vinicius Jr.
Yeah,
is better than Holland. But
yeah.
I mean, this guy, if you really look at, only 23 years old. He's just starting. It's only his second season, guys.
Mhm.
He's not stopping. He's only going to get better. So he's only 23 years old. So I mean, let's say he stays in Man City. Amazing. He's gonna improve his game, and then they'll get better players. Man City to surround Holland, and he'll get his goals up again next in the third year. Or if he goes
Yeah.
to another team like Real Madrid or FC
That would be
Barcelona,
insane. That would be
they
insane.
and with better and with managers, owners, and everything like that. If he goes to a bigger team to shine, like this guy is a tank. Like he's a big bodied
Mm.
player, striker. He's a natural goal scorer. I mean, if he can, if Man City can give him more talent on the team, which I mean, Man City has, but I mean, more
Phenomenal.
another secondary superstar with him, or he goes to, okay, I'm in a dream world, but he goes to Real Madrid with Jude Bellingham, his old teammate, all right? Bellingham can relieve the pressure off Holland. If he can have another play with another superstar that can relieve
Vinicius.
his pressure, or
Vin-
Vinicius or
yeah.
Mbappe, whoever, man, this guy's gonna go nuts.
Rodrigo, for sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, he won't be the only target. It'll be Bellingham or Vinicius or Rodrigo or Mbappe. If Mbappe most likely is headed to Real Madrid
Yeah.
this
Think
off
so.
season, like if he has a second superstar with him, man, the sky's the limit for this guy. So I mean, I think everyone like Akeim Villous here is going overboard, guys. I think he's underrated. All right. Okay, that question 2 was long. So we'll go to question number 3, Akeim. So what's it gonna take for do you think for Erling Haaland to prove that he is the best soccer player or football player in the world?
Yes, yes, football player is definitely the right term. But in order for Haaland to prove he's the best football player in the world, it will not come from the stats because that he's already proven that he's up there with the best in the world. That he's the best in the world for sure in terms of goal scoring. Oh, as I mentioned before, it'll come from actual style of play. Like the thing with one of the frustrating things with Haaland is that he will go from scoring a phenomenal goal to basically not being able to control a soccer ball. So it's almost polarizing.
Oof.
It's very polarizing in the sense that he goes from two extremes from, oh, this guy is the greatest ever to, wow, how did he even get a pro contract? So I guess he has to be more consistent in terms of his style of play.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, but of course, you know what I mean. But he definitely has to improve in terms of his style of play. Even when he's not scoring goals, he needs to contribute to the team in other ways other than on the score sheet, which is obviously important. I don't want to not stress the importance of scoring goals, of course, because it's the whole point of playing the 90-minute game, right? However, he does need to add some other aspects when he's not scoring goals to still be very effective for the team, as well just improve his style of play. Or maybe it might just be that him and Pep is just not getting the best out of him because it is I think it is common knowledge to say that Pep and strikers have not had the best relationship. He tends to kind of limit their ability as he likes to play a bit more possession and kind of work around the striker, where he doesn't really use strikers as other teams may just use them for their natural ability. He kind of tries to use the midfielders more, things like false nine and whatnot throughout his career, right? So yeah, so I'll say for Haaland to become the best player in the world officially, he will definitely have to improve his style of play. It comes down to that, not the goal scoring. He has to keep that how it is and just improve his style of play.
Very good point. Very good point, Akeem. Absolutely. However, I will have to say on Tea Time with Tom, we're gonna have to make this. I will make this. I'm not just saying this because I want to say it, but
That's it.
not only do I believe Erling Haaland is underrated, I believe he is the best player
No
in the
way.
world.
No
I
way.
said it.
Haaland
Erling
is
Haaland
not the
is
best
the
player in the
number
world,
one
man.
player in the world.
No
Call me
way.
crazy, guys. Call me crazy, Akeem. But this is like
Are
I
you
think
are you secretly his agent?
I wish I wouldn't be working at
I'm
Equinox. I'm in
starting to think you might be his agent. You're really selling him right
uh,
now.
no, I love Equinox, by the way. But yeah, I would be at Equinox pastry if I was his agent. Come on now,
You
come
never
on
know.
now.
We've
But
seen
anyway,
other works before.
but listen. Like I honestly think that he's the best. Like look, imagine if he had like a really good like. Okay, I know De Bruyne. He's a superstar as well, but a real superstar with him. Could you imagine
He
if he had a
is though.
Bellingham, a Vinicius with him?
But De Bruyne is a superstar. De Bruyne is arguably top five players in the world.
I mean, it's okay. You know more than me. I'm going to give all the soccer knowledge. Going to give it
And
to you,
on top
Akeem
of
here.
that,
But
he has some
yeah,
real creators because when you talk about some of the best creating, especially maybe not wingers, but when you talk about the best creating midfielders, we have to discuss guys like Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, who is criminally underrated, arguably one of the best.
I know Silva.
Honestly,
I know Bernardo.
Bernardo Silva might arguably be the best midfielder in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's playing with some top guys. And then this summer, Man City also brought in Jeremy Doku, which is a exciting young winger. Takes people on, takes attention off Haaland. So it should actually make it easier for him. So this Man City team is very well balanced. I think for Haaland's sake, I think he might have to go to a team like Real Madrid that's maybe a bit more
Oh, could you
counter-attack.
imagine? That's what I'm saying.
I think it's
Could you
possible.
imagine if he was on Real Madrid, Bellingham, Vinicius, Rodrigo took the pressure off
Oh,
Haaland?
that would
Could
be
you imagine how
incredible.
dominating he'd be?
Bellingham in the 10, Haaland in the strike, Vinny on the left wing, Rodrigo on the right wing would be nightmare.
Man, I hope Haaland and Mbappe play together. That's all Keem knows, guys. All of you know I love super teams. So I hope they
Yeah,
agree to play with each other. Everyone's saying I'm crazy, Akeem. Like, oh, they're not going to play. They want to win the Ballon d'Or. How are they going to win the Ballon d'Or if they're as teammates? They
yeah.
they can still what's that word? Bargain. They can still negotiate and get on
Yeah.
the same team.
I think it's possible as well. Why not?
Yeah, for sure.
Why not?
Because like okay, so let's just say in this utopia world, he joins Real Madrid in the future. You
Mhm.
got Bellingham, you got Mbappe, you got Rodrigo, you got Vinicius. Could you imagine how many goals this
That's
guy
if
would score?
Mbappe goes too, right? We're assuming Mbappe
Yeah.
goes. Okay.
How many goals Holland's going to score? Because now you can't just game plan on Holland now, as Man City does, right? Akeim, you got a game plan on these other superstars. That's
Mhm.
going to relieve Holland and let him just go nuts.
Yeah. Another thing about Real Madrid is that they have it's almost as if there's some secret stuff in terms of, for some reason, every time players go to Real Madrid, they not just get stronger physically, but their game improves dramatically
You
in
saying
every
they're
aspect.
on roids?
I don't know, but
That's a little big accusation there, Akeem.
I don't know. But Real Madrid really improves their players drastically. Like we're
They're they're
talking
they're, they're
night
gonna
and day.
dominate for the next 2 decades, man. No one's stopping them.
Yeah, I think Real Madrid's greatest football club of all time. Sorry,
Man,
Barcelona
wait.
fans, but come on.
Akeem and I can get this thing kept going, it'll be bigger and bigger. The podcast, then maybe can definitely get media passes for Real Madrid when they come play TFC. You know,
It never happened, man. TFC is never going to
it
Club World
happened
Cup.
before. Real
TFC,
Madrid did come to play TFC.
in the friendly, yeah, in
That's
the
what I
friendly.
mean. A friendly, we can get media passes for that. That's what I meant. Friendly.
For sure.
We'll get destroyed, of course. Like we're one of the worst teams in MLS. Of course, we're gonna get destroyed by.
Yeah, so far
That's
TFC.
another topic we're gonna
Yeah,
talk about.
another
TFC.
topic.
Oh, but
Okay,
but no. But listen. Hope Akeem, you should have fun with this first debut here
yeah,
on
for
Tea
sure.
Time.
So far, great. Tea
All
time
right.
with Tommy.
Listen, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe below, and please, keep supporting Tea Time with Tommy, so Akeem and I can get media passes for 2026 World Cup. But anyways, please support. On a serious note, please support, and we're gonna bring you more soccer of these amazing soccer football videos, and whenever Akeem can come on as well, can lend me a hand with his amazing soccer football knowledge. And let's just keep going, then, guys. This is a great thing we're doing. Tea Time with Tommy Soccer. Appreciate Akeem joining us for the first time, and I hope definitely Akeem, you will definitely be back. But
Appreciate it, man.
Hope you guys enjoyed this topic. All right, guys.
See you guys.
Akeim Villous, Tommy Lee, signing out. Yo.
On another note, please like and subscribe our podcast, Tea Time with Tommy, or else Tommy will throw tea at you.